Hey guys, I'm Stefan Kesting from GrappleArts.com. Today, the 3 most common mistakes with the knee on belly, which is also known as the knee mount. Richie, if I could borrow you, please. So, the knee on belly is, as the name would suggest, putting your knee on your opponent's belly. There are different places that you can put the knee to achieve different ends. We'll discuss those on another day. The other leg is up here. Now, I can be punching in an MMA situation. I can be grabbing and pulling. I can be grabbing and controlling. My hands can be floating. What my hands do and the exact positioning of the knee, those vary. But what is not the knee mount is if this knee is down. There's a very common mistake that people make for some reason, is they go to the knee mount and they get excited and this knee stays down to the ground. Now, there are some people who use this type of a position. It's kind of a hybrid between side mount and knee mount with a touch of the mount thrown in. And it can be valid, but it's not the knee mount. It's like saying, chow mein is good, but chow mein is not the same as sushi. So they're two different things. This is not knee mount. This knee has to be up. Second thing, your weight should mostly be on your opponent. I want to be heavy on him. Part of the knee mount thing is you're controlling and you're putting a ton of pressure on him. That knee on the belly is making it hard for him to breathe. It's making him hard to keep his fighting spirit up. And the heavier I am, the slower it is for him to move, and the more stupid things he's going to do and give me an opening to attack him with. So, very roughly, it can vary depending on what I'm trying to achieve. 90% of the weight is here. My belt is kind of sort of over the edge of his body. I don't want my belt to be on the middle of his body, because then I'm going to get rolled. But if my belt is kind of here and I draw a line down along the edge of his ribs, that's pretty good. And about 10% of my weight here. The reason that, in addition to putting a ton of weight on him, the reason I want this foot to be light, because this foot is involved in a lot of the movement, which brings us to the third point. The third mistake that people make is they don't understand that a knee mount is a movement-based game. You don't get to knee mount and, you are trapped. I will now attack you with technique number 1. That's not the way it works. This guy's going to move. He's going to rotate this way. He's going to start shrimping away. And if I just stay here, he's going to get away. So, I need to move. I need to learn the various movements that I can use to adapt to his movements and take advantage of them. We'll probably shoot another video about knee mount drills, knee mount movement drills, which will show you some of these movements, not all of them, because there are a ton of them. And using those kind of movements, you can take advantage of it. But just very, very simply, say Richie's rotating here. If I'm heavy, if there's 50% of my weight's on this foot, then when I adapt, it's a big step. I want this foot to be floating, because this foot's light, so I want to start doing fancy stuff, like spinning to his back. So I want to start doing fancy stuff, like windshield wipering over. That's all possible because one foot's heavy, one foot's light. So, number 1, one knee up, one knee down. Number 2, most of the weight goes on the opponent, but not too far. Number 3, be prepared to move. You're going to need movement to maintain and attack from this position, all right? Hope this is helpful. If you like it, leave a comment. That's always super useful. Subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you on the mats another day. Take care.